Hello my friends, it's Jana Eubank. I'm back again with another process video. Today I am working with the beautiful Simple Stories Heart Eyes collection. This collection is so fabulous. I love the juicy orange, all the blues, all the pinks, the red, the punch of black. It is like my favorite Valentine collection ever. I've already created 2 mini albums with this collection, believe it or not, but I haven't created any layouts. So today I thought I'd turn on the camera, grab some photos of my daughter and her boyfriend, and scrapbook these photos with this beautiful collection. I love that my daughter's boyfriend's shirt has some red in there. It will tie into the papers perfectly. So I start off by just matting up the photos. Now this is a date that they went on the other day. They decided to go make Valentine monkeys at Build-A-Bear, and then they went to dinner and he surprised her with the beautiful flowers, and so I just thought these would be really fun photos to use with this collection. Now the very first thing I do is always map my photos. I like to choose the patterns or the colors that are going to look the best with the photos, and then I work my way backwards with the layers. So you can see the large photo is matted with a 6x8 pink diamond paper from the 6x8 paper pad, and then the smaller photo is matted with the 12x12 stripe paper. I like the variety of papers there, and I think it looks great with those photos. The next thing I do is I'm looking for a pattern to layer up behind my photos. So again, I start with my photos and then move backwards with the layers. I thought I might use this flashcard paper because I liked the cream with the photos, but then as I'm looking for additional paper, I find the scrap of the cream floral left over from the mini album I was working on the other day, and I thought, you know what? I'm going with that. It repeats the flowers that he gave her in the picture and kind of emphasizes that memory. So that is the paper that I am going with. Now I did grab one of those flashcard strips. This is the other side of that paper with the pink dots and orange dots, and I like how this pattern looks with the cream floral. So I cut a strip of that. I'm tearing either end, and then I'm going to add that along the right side of that cream floral paper. So this is the beginning of my design. And after I look at it for a second, I decide, you know what, I think I'm going to go with the L shape design behind these photos. So I'm looking for another pattern that will go with the cream floral and the pink and orange dot, and I decide to pick out this ticket paper, and I cut a couple strips of it, and I'm going to layer this across the bottom of the photos to kind of anchor them, and you can see that now the papers kind of form an L shape anchoring this design. I cut out 2 strips of those tickets. I'm going to layer them up together, and I just love how those tickets have all the colors. That has the red from the photos, the blue from the background paper, and then of course the pink and orange from the papers that I've already selected. So this makes my creative heart happy, and I am happy with this. I am using the Color Vibe mint cardstock for my background, and I'm going to mat it with a piece of Peony Color Vibe cardstock. If you haven't used the Color Vibe cardstock, it's awesome. It has a felt-like texture to it, but on one side of the paper it's printed solid, and then on the other side it's printed with a tonal dot. So it is very versatile for all of your backgrounds, whether you're card making. It's even great for die cutting. So I love having it, and that mint color is my absolute favorite. Now, even though I've selected the solid side of the Color Vibe cardstock to use as my background, I want to break it up a little bit. So I pull out my mists, my inks here, and I'm just splattering some white and light gray spray mist on the background. Now, if you weren't scrapbooking around the time that spray mists were popular and you can't find any in a store, don't worry. You can just use some watercolors that are watered down, or some acrylic paint, and then that's watered down, and then you just use a paintbrush to kind of splatter it on your background. So now that I have that in place, I'm ready to keep going with my design. I pull out the journal bits and pieces, and I love these because they have these really fun shapes, all different kinds of journal shapes and titles and subtitles, and they're just a lot of fun to work with. I am immediately drawn to these 2 hearts. However, they are very similar in design. They both have little staples on them with the heart and the XOX, so I didn't know if that would be too repetitive, so I'm kind of pulling in some other things, the circle, the library card, to see if I want to mix one of the hearts with one of those. But ultimately, I decide to just go with those 2 hearts. There is this funny empty space below that large heart, so I'm kind of trying out that circle there to see if I can fill in that space between the large heart and the tickets. But I will come back and work on that in a minute. I'm going to add a floral right there. Next, I switch gears and I pull out the foam stickers to work on my title. The foam stickers are fabulous if you love having ready-made titles. They come with all different kinds of colors and options, and I especially love that it's on a clear backing so that I can cut them apart, hold them up to my page and see how the colors look with the colors and papers that I'm using, and even before I stick them on my layout. So here I've gone with the colorful heart eyes title. I think that looks really cute. Again, tying in all the colors. And then here I'm grabbing that floral piece from the 6x12 chipboard, and I also grab a heart from that chipboard as well to layer beneath the foam title. I love that there's now 3 hearts on this layout overall. The rule of odds, odd numbers of things always look really great. So these 3 hearts really make me happy. Now, because my title is heart eyes, I gotta pull in some of the heart eyes emojis, right? So I grab a couple of them from the 12x12 sticker sheet. Gotta have 2 because it looks like the cute little couple that are featured in the photos. I add this floral piece from the decorative brads, and then I will be adding some decorative brads to the large heart, and then I end up adding one to the pink and blue heart by the title as well. While I have the decorative brads out, I'm trying out a couple of these pennants. I don't keep them there, but actually watching this video, I think they look really cute, and I might go back and add those in. So we'll see. I keep messing with that top right corner with those hearts. I feel like I might need to fill it in with something, where I put the pennants. So you'll see a couple of options that I try here. I'm feeling really good about this design, so I pull out my cell phone and take a picture of it with my camera. And every time I do that, inevitably I see a hole. And the hole here is the top left corner of that main photo. It just needed a little something, so I added another decorative brads with a couple of phrase stickers, and that did the trick. Here I'm trying out a floral sticker above those 2 journal hearts to see how I like that. And then I will also try out a 3rd heart in a moment. I move everything down and I try out a 3rd heart and take a picture of that. You'll see me swipe back and forth between the pictures to see what I ultimately like. Let me know what you like. Did you like the pennants? Did you like the flowers? Do you like that 3rd pink heart? I don't know. What would you have gone with? I ended up taking it off and just leaving it with the 2 journal hearts, and this is the complete layout. I have some photos coming up with the journaling that I've added to those 2 journal hearts, and that is the layout. I hope you enjoyed seeing this come together. You guys, Valentine's Day is in just a couple of days. Let's make some fun, happy projects. I'll be back again soon with another one. Thanks for stopping by.